killing other...
You're asking me to kill all the Spartan deserters?
All these soldiers must die. Do we have a deal?
I'll do it.
Thank the gods.
I'll be back when everything's taken care of.
Fucking.
You're trying to get it in there quick. Quickly got right to the chat. Yeah, you smiling there, huh? You smiling there? Fucking. Who's fucking who? I just fucked a doctor in this game. An old Greek doctor. So I'm bisexual, I guess. And polygamous. Or, polygamous. I mean, non-monogamous. Whatever. Sorry. I just want to be the best streamer there is in the whole world. I just want to play Metal Gear. Ah, I hate that. That sucks. That's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, they're watching my videos now because they get, you know, people like you. And me. They're watching them, monitoring more closely. Do I want the staff to be a shepherd? I'd like to see you streaming Metal Gear. Honestly, I hope you don't finish Metal Gear by the time you get your Wi-Fi. Good thing you chose AT&T too out of all providers. Yes, you can stream it. you all you need is an internet connection. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I don't have a membership for PlayStation. I'm just doing the yeah. That's just, it's one of the things you can do, you know, if you just have internet. Just stuff like that. Streaming and things. Fuck them. Oh, I guess you... Oh, it's not? Oh, yeah, because fuck AT&T, they're a bitch. They, didn't... Yeah. And you can stream it as in, like, record with your phone. I remember those days. Ugh. So fuck AT&T, you're just going Verizon. It's like, fuck, I'm paying. I go all out, just pay it. Verizon. I never even heard of them. That's how they get you. Hey, you know what? Netflix does actually have some good shit on there that you haven't seen. Like, I mean, that's about it. Everything else sucks, but there are some, like, decent things on there that, you know, I've been telling you to watch that you haven't watched. But that's about it. Like, my favorite part of Netflix is just looking through my already watched list. Like, movies, ones I've rated already. It's like, oh, I wish I could rewatch that again. Probably, if I can see. Wow, he didn't even notice that.
I have a ship. Join
Now
my
he
crew,
did.
and you'll taste freedom.
We bow before no one.
I feel richer already.
Hey, at least it's free too, you know? It's like, whatever.
This will hurt the Spartans' war effort.
Remember when, remember DirecTV used to give you free channels with movies? When you signed up or whatever. Did you actually kill the fire guy with squirt gun? Something wrong with my phone. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been hacked. Have you ever played Yakuza at night? Don't you love that? When you're like doing another quest and then you just come across one you didn't even know it was a quest that you had to do. 'Cause it was like so long ago.
Can't you see me?
Huh! Join me. Join my crew. There's a man named Barnabas waiting. free captive. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hurry up. Ah, fuck. No. Fuck, whatever. Go up. You know, Greeks was spawned by niggas. That's gonna get me demonetized. I'm not even monetized, but still. That's a strike right there. Shh. And copyright. Oh, dude, you know, there's some shows on Netflix you gotta watch. Like Breaking Bad, for one. Like, honestly. Oh my god, there's something wrong with my touchpad here. I don't know already. Something going on with it. It's like getting weird. Eesh. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I'm not much of a blunt person. No. What else do I need to do? Captives. More treasure. Ooh, knockout. Out right in the open. Can I not get him now? Ah, damn. Let's just go do what we have to do. As we run. Bounty hunter. Let's free this guy real quick. Oh, we have to actually. Did I get him? There you go. Unlock it. What? You watched Breaking Bad when growing up, so you experienced Breaking Bad. Horse, get out! Fucking horse is annoying. You mean you watched it when it was coming, like when it was released? Because that's when I started it. You watch people break that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I get it. Haha. Not funny. Yes. I feel you. I know. Maybe not, but yeah, I get it. Still a good show. Didn't have to go all morbid on me. It's like, yeah, I like the movie Trainspotting. Yeah, I know. My childhood was somewhat mixed with Trainspotting, but I still love the movie. Off the edge. Oh, come on, that's so stupid. The spear of truth. Dude, that thing is a long reach. Hector! Oh yeah? What for? Yeah. Which sucks. Honestly, I think that's one of the worst feelings compared to like a, you know, like a downer, say, when it comes to that. Because it's like, you're so alert and at, you know, and then like shit goes down and it's like, oh shit. I think I know how. I mean, I know how I would, but it's not my family. But I would just, that would just be a sign to me that, oh, so he's still in the shit, he's not getting better, and it could be a tactic as well, to cope while also getting me out in the open to feel sorry for him. Are you asking me? What do you mean? Yeah, that's like how I would be thinking. I mean, but remember, and you haven't been have been in the same situation, obviously. So you know the minds of narcissistic whatevers, you know. So you know how they are. The thing is, you know, obviously you don't want to be too over. What is it? You don't want to be too you know, paranoid to the like of everybody, like that you don't trust anybody. But unfortunately, I don't know. That's a tough one because of the way you you know, like we did, you know, involved your entire life with, say, family even, and life like that. It's just kind of hard to trust anybody. So, but you're also, again, you're more equipped as usual, as I say, to, you know, be stronger and to know when shit's not right. I think you know though. I think you get it though. You get the you were probably thinking exactly what I was thinking. It's just sad though, because like it is. I understand though that because it really is sad to have to see that happen. You know, him have to go to the hospital and everything. If that is his whatever reason he's, you know, doing that. Because you do, it is still your family, you know, and you don't want to like have to miss, you know, and be. That's the thing you gotta really be strong with, is when that happens, when people start hurting themselves, and you start feeling guilty still a bit, and then other family will blame you, like, oh, you could have done something, and it's like, yeah, that's the hardest part that you gotta be strongest with. And you still gotta stand your ground, which is the crazy part, I believe. Yeah, I don't know what, I mean, it was gonna happen eventually if he didn't change, so I don't think you were gonna help him change that in any way. I think you still gave him the best chance he could have had. Cause what was the other option? There wasn't another option, it was just continue till this did happen. It just... You think he has, like... who knows? I don't know. That really sucks, though. Yeah. That is the worst. You know, just kind of watching as your family destroys themselves. Well, because it brings you down as well. It brings everybody down. It brings the whole family down. It sucks. I just get worried that, you know, you might feel guilty if something does happen, like something worse. Which you shouldn't. Sometimes you can't help feeling guilty though. Like I feel guilty about some things I've done that I know I should have still done. Or, you know, I'm still glad I did. Still feel guilty even though I know I shouldn't. Just human nature. Just shows you're not a psychopath. Yeah, well, yeah, that's good at least. I mean, I think that's good. That's obviously that's gonna be on your mind, yeah, which sucks. I don't know what else. I don't know, yeah. You think it's risky to visit him or whatever? Cause that's something that's always screwed me up, personally, is, you know, say I tell myself, oh, maybe I'll just give him a visit and see what's up and that's it, you know? I won't fall for anything or do any shit. But it always comes back around and bites me in the ass. Somehow. And I don't even know how. It's just like, how did this happen? So it's like, I'm so careful with stuff like that now. I don't even risk shit at all when it comes to certain people.
You're back. Have you killed them?
I took care of them.
Like I have to just be like,
Well
even if they say like
Sparta
something
is
like
in your
oh, I'm in the
debt.
hospital or
Here,
some shit, like
as
it's like I'm
thanks.
just like,
That'll do.
if I do go, I have to be with somebody else. That was one thing. That's something I do recommend. If you do want to do that, I would make sure you're with somebody else you trust, because I have done that and it's gone fine. I mean, you know, obviously afterwards, still the person I found that actually made me realize not only did it help me be able to see what's going on more with the person, but even more so than I expected, because, you know, I was stronger, but also because I was with somebody I trusted around this person, but also I learned more than I thought. You know, I was like, I didn't know, is this person sober or are they not? Until after. And then I was like, yep, alright, they're still not. Okay, so that means I shouldn't respond or do anything, just completely ignore them. Still. And that's another and you know, it was more info that was needed. Unfortunately. And yeah, I didn't feel guilty. Certain things I don't feel guilty about, like that. I don't really feel guilty about. It's more pity. Like it's kind of sad that it has to come to that. That's about it. And also, you know, because it's especially sad, and you know, because it's somebody you know for so long, like family, or really good friend, or whatever. But I've been on the receiving end, or whatever. I've been on the other side too, so I mean, I get it. You know. I get being the person that had to be ignored, had to be, whatever, you know, to risk that and save, you know, a whole relationship. So I get that. It's just sad when sometimes it takes longer for others, sometimes they don't make it out, sometimes yeah, it's just sad, that's all. You just gotta wait it out. Be as strong as you can and hope maybe something will come around, but don't get your hopes up though. Because obviously, you know, it doesn't feel good to be on, you know, like the other side, like your dad's side. That doesn't feel good at all. And especially afterwards, when you finally come to the realization that, wow, not only was I destroying my life, but everybody else is around me. Like, that is even worse. But it's also amazing feeling as well, because then it's like, oh, you feel so grateful that your friend had the strength to do that for you.
I must
Cut you off like that to save everybody. Himself, me, gave me a chance, you know? Because I'm more grateful for him than I ever was, and it saved both of us. Because at least I had the chance, and it's like that's hard. Not only, you know, when you're in the moment, you don't think you're on that side. When you're the side getting kicked to the curb, you feel like, oh, the person's just shitty. But no, yeah, you realize then later, obviously, that it was, if not harder, for the other person to have to do that than for you to, you know, get ignored or whatever. Facts.
How do I make drachmi from this news, midwife?
The mother and son are strong, so there is work to be done. The father is a commander. A message must be delivered to him, and the sacrifice of goats must be made to thank the gods.
You want me to deliver it to the Athenian commander?
You got it. The job will be
I mean,
finished
that's
once
not a
it
bad
arrives.
thing. I mean, I think, honestly, I don't think it matters how close you, I mean, obviously if you're really close to them, it's better, but I don't think it matters how close you are when it comes to people to be with when you do something like that. As long as there's somebody else there, you know, kind of like a chaperone in a way. You know what I mean? Like, because if it's just you, it's just a lot easier for you to, you know, go back to old shit.
I'm in.
I'm in your debt.
May the gods guide you.
And just hope that your employees, you know, aren't into the same shit. But never feel bad though for asking for help. You're more of a man if you ask for help, as long as you don't take advantage of it. There is a lot of fetch quests in this game. Oh, I meant to hit talk, and she did. God damn it. Yeah. Oh, if you don't like those, then you're not gonna be happy once the game's over. So take it slow. I'm not supposed to kill this guy, I'm supposed to deliver a message, and you know, the same button that's assassinate is the same button as talk, and I accidentally hit that on one of the guys, so it's not my fault. Beard and shield is always the worst. Especially if they have a bow on them. God. He's killing that guy. Wait, can I talk to this guy for real? Because that was what I was supposed to do. Of course, the bounty hunter's after me.
You know.
Yeah, you like that? I knew you were gonna point that out. Honestly though, I like Troy better than I like 300. What do you think? Didn't you say you like Troy better too? I always thought, like, I get the hype for 300, but I still always thought it was overrated. And it was just not, I like the more historical part of it. I think that's why I like Troy better. 300 was just comic book, you know. Not that it wasn't good. This sucks. Oh. Ah! Yeah. Dog. Yeah, fuck that. I gotta redo it anyway. Really? You know the guy that did Troy did The Perfect Storm? Wolfgang Peterson. Rest in peace, James Horner. I liked Troy. Troy is in my like top war movie, like history war movie list. Yeah, but no, 300 I never cared for. I don't know. I was just so hyped when it came out. You know, everybody's talking about the arrows blocking out sun and shit. And all I heard was the quote over and over again of the Spartan kick and shit, and this is Sparta, and oh my god. Ugh. CGI blood like crazy. It was just way too overhyped for me. And then I saw it later in life, kind of. And it was just like, yeah, okay, yeah. Dude, he says the arrows block out the sun. Dude, it's epic. Dude, he kicks him into a hole. Where does the hole even go? This is Sparta? Oh my god, this is gonna be the best movie of this year. Meanwhile, Troy. The only reason when Troy came out, I was turned off by it was because Brad Pitt was in it. That was the only reason. And until I watched it and I liked it. Dude, yeah, you're bringing your storm a bit over here too. It's like really, like hurricane winds over here. At least last night it was, especially. It knocked over the basement door that we took out and placed against the wall. We're getting a whiff of it. Okay, so I'm supposed to talk to him. Yes. There we go.
Perfect timing, Mistios. Let me repay you.
Jeez. Demonic ninja. Okay. How are you? You just looking for followers?
Move.
Inside. Angry Josh. What's with the robotic attitude, dude? You alright? Well, at least you're great. That's great. I don't believe you, though. Nobody's great. It's a sunny day. I went for a walk with my nice puppy. I've been working out. You know, like like Anthony. I'm an athlete. Things are just great. I drank the right amount of water I was supposed to drink today too. So I'm feeling amazing. You know, that whey was great when I was working out. The creatine, especially post-workout. Now I'm just feeling, you know, phew, top notch, buddy. Sure, bud. Let me guess, you're a huge fan of my Yakuza videos.
Will you just move?
That was a future Bostonian right there. Will you just move? As you keep going. I stole his line, bud. Yep. That's a good answer. I just described everything you did today.
Cassandra, get over here, you spineless jellyfish, you.
He always calls me that. Spineless jellyfish. So Raymond, are you Greek? Are you Japanese?
Good news. Found the sapphires.
Should I ask why they're bloody?
Well, Priests couldn't
ruby.
cut it as thieves.
If I were only a little bit younger, I might have tried to cheapen the reward a bit.
Good thing you got old.
Here's a
No
little
comment,
trinket
huh?
from the treasury.
Here's
No
a
one will
trinket.
miss it.
Take
Let's
it, guy.
hope not. Or you'll send another mercenary after me. Goodbye, Photios.
If you ever
Later,
see
kid.
that dog Marcos again, tell him you demand minimum wage.
Probably the dude has been reporting me. Reported. Flagged. Down thumb. Thumbs down, I mean. Ooh! Is I frightened in the middle of your prayers? I have a friend named Raymond.
You left a note on the board. What's going on?
The temple's been
Kazakhstan.
ransacked. The sacred offering,
Not even kidding.
it's gone.
Do you know who took it?
It has to be those bandits. They've got a camp nearby. I'm the 5th daughter in my line to guard this temple. My family will never forgive me if I don't get it back.
He's great. He's yup.
So you want me to take it from the bandits?
No. All the bandits must die.
The chicks in this game are pretty ruthless. Have me do all their dirty work.
Won't be easy, but I'll take care of it.
You'll be doing divine work.
I'll come back when I'm done.
My helmet must scare her. I wonder if that's really a thing. Is it my outfit? I changed it. Yep, he's yup. Exactly. Yeah, it's alright. I know the feeling to be great and yup. That's actually a pretty accurate description, actually. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? You know when you're just great, but you're also yup? Like, exactly. I know what that... You know that feeling. It's a great feeling, but it's also not so great. It's just okay, meh. But it's great. Basically when shit's worn off. Then it's just yup. Possibly worse.
They'll be on high alert here.
Yes, yes, yes. I should upgrade that. Keep talking, Raymond. Gets Jeremiah's mind off his dad, which I just now put his mind back on. This guy has to go. There's two of them. Shh, 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 shh. Just one, come over here, not two. Back here. Don't want him to see.
What are you doing
Ah,
there?
damn it. God! Close one, close one, close one, close one.
I'm hiring sailors.
Got him, just in
I'll pay
time.
more than you've ever made.
Alright, can I get this guy too, secretly? I think I can.
Probably just
can.
a bird, but I'll check.
Join me!
Join me in my crew. You're a sailor at heart, just like me. And
Just
now,
like me.
my fee.
That's it? Okay. The future of gaming, lesbians, bisexuals, others, xenomorphs, facehuggers, she-hers, and man-hers, lesbians, trans, the future of gaming, next gen. We will add females into the Civil War as infantry. But don't worry, they'll be badass. And remember, we hate Donald Trump. Never forget it. Let me say it again. We hate Trump. Get it? It appears I've been here. Let me rephrase that in a way maybe some people might understand. We hate Trump. And we don't want MAGA. It doesn't represent others. And I say others because it's the closest thing I can think of that won't offend somebody that doesn't like to be called others. Don't worry though, there's an app for the phone where you can remember the names of people that want to be called whatever people they choose to be.
Ride!
Mental illness is now not mental illness. The number of female Navy SEALs is growing. I say again, it's growing. There's at least one Navy SEAL, female Navy SEAL, and I gotta say, it's a big change for this country.
Anything I can do for you today, friend?
Anybody
woman
can
I
do
just
anything,
attended
it
to.
means.
Artemis pierced her with her arrow to prevent her further suffering.
Arrow? What arrow?
It means she died in childbirth, Mistios. But the child lives, thank Artemis. I cannot enter the temple until a sacrifice of goats has been made and
Ooh.
a fruit offering brought to the priestess.
You want me to bring it to her?
By the gods,
Damn it,
you read
this
my
is another
mind.
quest with the same dialogue. Deliver, deliver.
I'll take care of it.
I can rest my mind then.
May the fates be on your side.
Yeah. Wait, the movie? Is there a movie? I feel like there is. I heard Wonder Woman was at least kind of cool. And, I mean, well, she is the original character, like, superhero character, so, I mean, that's, yeah, I'm fine with that. Just the audience's reactions I don't like. Or did you see a G.I. Jane
Have you
doll?
killed
Because if you
them?
did, that's
I
stupid.
took care of them. Every last one.
The gods were smiling on me the day we met. Please, take this.
That'll do.
I think there's definitely a G.I. Jane doll. Are you kidding me? For sure, no doubt. Dude, I have like the first G.I. Joe. I'm not even kidding. And I didn't realize it till recently. Like the one after the prototype, that one. Oh, I'd smash a G.I. Jane, yeah. And it's the soldier, the army one too. It's the first army one, I think. It's like there was the first marine one, first army one, first, you know.
Come on.
Dude, I'd smash G.I. Joe. Depending which one. This horse compared to Red Dead, dude. Oh my god. This is next gen. It's movements, it's turns. Dude, the G.I. Joe, like he was like originally like a redhead. Actually, I think you could choose the hair, and unless you're talking, you know, you talk about like the first G.I. Joe. But mine, I think, is the redhead one. Oh yeah, for sure. I got the spook one. I think he's the no, I don't have. He's not the marine one. I do have a marine one though. Do I have a spook one? I don't think so.
I got your message on the board. What's going on?
I bound a terrible curse to a lead tablet under the moon days past, but it has
Well,
not
because a lot of
taken
my
effect.
stuff's like, you know, passed down from like years ago. That's why I have like all this old antique stuff that I never thought about or realized.
Curses don't kill people. I do.
I have said a man must die, and so he must. The bandits have taken my tablet for themselves. How can
I'll
I
take your
complete
tablet.
my curse now?
Which kind is it?
So you want me to
Oh
take
my
it
god,
from
the same
bandits?
dialogue again.
Yes, I need it back at all costs.
It won't be easy, but I'll take care of it.
So apparently,
lot riding
because
on
of a
this.
choice
You
I
can
made
leave everything to me.
in the island I started off in this game, it caused a plague on the island, right? So that I'm from, and apparently it's not going well there, and I haven't been back since. So I haven't seen how bad it is yet. I was gonna go back there and check. Because there was a town, right, that was like was plagued, and this guy wanted to kill him before, so it wouldn't spread to the whole island. And I chose to let them go, which I knew was gonna be bad in the end, but still. I was actually looking so much up in Wikipedia a while back, remember? G.I. Joes, and like when they started, like with the diversity and everything, and all different types of G.I. Joes. It was interesting. Well, it's okay. It's the same dialogue. I don't care if it's like changed a bit. It's the same. I'm doing this like without even paying attention. Like at this point, I don't even know what the objective is. I'm just doing it because it's just the same thing now at this point.
In this area.
Dude, I can get this easily. Look at this.
Now,
Look at that.
my payment.
Are you kidding me? And I gotta go all the way back. This is fetch quest if like I've ever seen. Like this is fetch like crazy. You think they would have learned? This is over the top fetch. What is this? complete grinding. Not fun grinding either. Spit it out. Where are your friends? Speak. Where are the others? Quiet. Quiet. Hold fire. Did you have sexy time with Quiet yet?
You're back. Finished already.
It's all yours.
By Zeus, thank you. Please, take this as a
By
reward.
me, thank
Happy
me.
to help.
You know, let's go back to my hometown and see how the plague has, you know, the damage done. Not yet? Oh, we'll get there. And then what her song she hums won't be as annoying once you get there. I'm not kidding, it became less annoying once I got to that part. This helmet's just, I don't want to spoil anything, but I want to tell you when a good safe spot to save before you get to the end of the story. Who's your favorite buddy so far? Oh, by the way, Achilles' armor set in this game looks amazing. I really want to get that, but I don't feel like doing all the shit to get it. You don't? Alright, never mind, forget it. I mean, the game's supposed to be in the 80s, and he's still using a Walkman, but he has an iPod. iDroid. Horse. Yeah? Really? Yeah, you know, I really wish I used the horse a lot more than I did, you know? Good to have if you know, whatever something breaks down. I really wish I did use it a lot more. It's just, and I won't lie, like Quiet and the Wolf, you know, D-Dog and all that, they do kind of make the game a little too easy a bit in some parts. You know, the horse is just like there and it's camouflaged and it's to help get around. Well, I'm not. Thought you got me there, huh? I still wish I used the horse more than I did. Obviously, Quiet's my favorite, and then the D-Dog. But the horse I do like, wish I used it more. It's just kind of useless unless you're, you know. Get it, bird, get it! Yeah, like, I would play Metal Gear right now, but it's just, like I said, you don't like the D-Walker, yes. Have you got that yet? I wasn't gonna spoil it, but if you already know about it, then yeah. The D-Walker is something else I also haven't used. It's too complicated for me, and it kind of is a pain to control. And I don't care for the D-Walker, to be honest, even though it's like the last thing you get, and it's supposed to be overpowered and crazy. I don't care for it, and I never really upgraded it as much as, yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. It's just a wheelchair that, you know, pretty much has guns on it. It reminds me of Lost in Space a bit. Or Star Wars, the head. Okay, so I see. It definitely looks a lot different here. There's a lot more smog in the air. You did? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they're both kind of overpowered, so... I mean, yeah. Like, it's kind of lame, like how you just you know, like how it holds like little pistols. It's like, I can do that myself way easier than having to go in with that thing. It's like, it kind of feels a bit harder going in with that thing than it does going in myself with my own guns. Like, it's just like going out of the way. It's just inconvenient, and it's just out of the way. Obviously, though, D-Dog and Quiet, though, they can scout and attack. That's why they're the best. And they can do it silently, or they can do it deadly. I mean, you know, obviously silently, but deadly, or not deadly. And yeah, quiet or loud. But yeah, you're gonna want to save at a certain mission before the certain mission starts. So you don't lose a certain something. Although I did find a way to get that certain something back. It just takes a little bit of time. But you know, it didn't take too long. Maybe even less than a half hour it took me. But again, that's after you beat the story, so it's kind of like meh after you beat the game. It looks so goofy, the D-Walker, when you start off with like two, like, snooze pistols in its hands. It's like, what? How is this even helpful? It just gives away my position, that's about it. I would say it gives me cover, but it honestly doesn't, really. I have better suits that I can wear than,
Come on.
that thing. Reminds me of something from RoboCop. You know what I'm talking about? That thing from RoboCop? Yeah, I never use the heavy armor either. I always usually just go, you know, like the medium armor. That, and then I would go like the stealthiest armor, and then maybe heavy armor, but I never use the heavy armor. I don't think I ever have, to be honest, really. Yeah, the sneaky one is just overpowered like crazy. Yeah, that's what I always use, though. But I don't, the thing is, I use it too much, and I didn't like using it all the time, so I do like to switch it up to, especially with the fatigues, like I like to switch up the look, you know, with the fatigues and all that. But it was just like, certain I don't know, I just felt like I had to use the sneaky one. But you know, you can play as, like, the character you customize in the beginning of the game, right? You just don't, the only difference is you don't have the arm. Bionic arm. And you can, you know, dress them however you want. And you can also play as, you know, recruited, so, like, people you recruited. Oh my god. Dude, you're dumb.
Go now! Can I get some help over here?
And that's... Whose boat is this? There's like the medium sneaky suit, and then there's like the light sneaky suit, and then there's just the heavy. And then there's just fatigues. But hey, then there's the skins you can get. You know, the skins like the 1998 skin and the Cyborg Ninja skin from 1998 with the same pixels and everything. You know, Snake from 98 from the first Metal Gear Solid. Wish I used it more, but I didn't. It was just cool to have. Yeah, same. I mean, it's a stealth game, so I mean, you gotta go stealth. It was the first game that defined that whole stealth thing. Yeah, me neither. I rarely use them. I never really use them, to be honest. The only time I use them is when I'm getting those mother base, the lost mother base people, because that's, you know, the best. It's kind of the only way to capture those guys. Those like delusional mother base guys that are just lost in the wilderness. Also, you can unlock Raiden, but it takes a lot of work. And I'm not sure if... Yeah, that is for both Ground Zeroes and 5, I think. Phantom Pain. Which, I mean, would be cool. But, again, after you beat the game, it's kind of pointless. Really? Huh. I don't know if... Yeah, you know, the ninja guy. This, like, robot ninja guy. He was the main guy in Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, and he was in Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't know, you know, I used to say Raiden until I heard a bunch of people say Raiden, and so then I was just like, whatever, I'll say Raiden. I don't know how you say it. People say it both ways. That's that ninja! $25%, that, I don't know if that counts, like, all the side stuff. I don't know how much side stuff you've done, so I don't, you know, I don't know. Unless that's just story. It'll probably cut you off at like 50. 25. I'm curious where you are, actually. There was a bunch of times I thought the game was gonna end and didn't. And then a bunch of times I thought it was gonna continue and then it ended. I can think of a really good scene though in that game that stands out the most, right? Like, to me, and I think you'll like it. Or just YouTube it. Oh my god. Yeah, I won't lie. The main, like, I don't want to spoil it. You just fought him? What do you mean, like today, or you mean you just fought him just now, just beat him? Oh, by the way, that fire guy, I'm not sure. I think there's like some things you gotta shoot if you don't have the squirt gun around. I think there's like some, not sprinklers maybe, but like some kind of fire or cryogenic stuff to shoot to get him to not be on fire. I think that's how you beat him. If you don't have the squirt gun. Which I don't know how useful it is. Oh damn, this guy's... Oh. Right, yes, I know. I can't either, but I remember seeing it on YouTube. I don't remember how effective it was, but I remember somebody brought that up. And I was like, oh. It's especially useful though when you're trying to like use it against electric stuff, like in bases. Like, I didn't know how useful... That's insane. I never would have thought the water gun. Like, I didn't... And I beat the game too, and that's when I realized it's so useful when you're like shooting, like, you know, all the electric stuff in the base, like generators and shit, and radios and all that. It's like all you needed was the water gun. Make it so much easier. You can spray the dudes too. It'll stun them in their face a bit for a few seconds. What's his name? The man of fire or something? Man. Water pistol, yeah. I'm looking it up. Water pistol. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But not like it won't stun them a lot. Like obviously, you know, you get squirt in the face, you'll just go for like a few seconds, then you're back in action. But yeah, no, it's not completely useless. But I think it's most useful when it comes to, you know, the electric stuff at the bases. but I never really got the chance to use it during the story or ever. Also, I don't really like going in the field with that. You know, because like you can only have one pistol. I don't know. There's definitely a distance though, like a squirt gun drop. I'm looking right now at this guy shooting that man on fire. It's got a pretty good distance. I mean, good enough if you're gonna shoot some electric stuff. He's shooting this guy like crazy, and I mean, he's not getting attacked. He's keeping his distance, he keeps shooting him, and wow! Yeah, he brought him down. Wow. Okay, now it's the chick that's up in the air. Wow, the water gun actually worked against him. Yeah. Did you unlock the, black hole Fulton? That thing is way overpowered. I don't even like to use it anymore. Yeah, so the water pistol does work against that guy. Took this guy like 3 seconds. He just kept his distance and kept shooting him. That was it. And then he finally just went down after like, I'd say probably 20 seconds. It's stuff like that I wish I knew. But I'm glad I didn't, because, you know, I went all out on some of those bosses. So I'm proud. I'm not so proud with quiet. You did? Is that what you did? Hey, ideas. I threw that idea in your head. And it worked? If it worked, that's crazy. Because I only know the method of how you get quiet. And that's the most common method people use to capture her. Which you're gonna need to remember to use later on after you beat the game if you don't save at the spot where I tell you to save. It's ridiculous how much some goofy shit like that works. Like, it's just insane. Didn't what? Dude, I don't know what to do in this game. I really want to go back to Yakuza, or maybe even Metal Gear. Like, I'm already sick of this. All these quests are just grinding. Fetch quests. Except these two. I'll try this again. Yeah? I just don't know what to do in it. I mean, I could play, again, like last time, try to play those missions you're doing now, side by side, but with my overpowered snake. Give you some tips. Yeah, and quiet, by the way, she should be fine around enemies as long as you, like, honestly, if you just don't hit, like, fire at will or whatever, you know? Like, then she should be fine. But I have had issues with her. She sometimes can be annoying. I have actually had to put a, sleeper, like, darts in her, give her a sleeper dart rifle because she's killed people that I've tried to recruit. Oh my god. Especially if you have friends to play it with. Yeah, and even by itself, it's worth it. And especially if you finish Metal Gear, you need that fix, that Metal Gear feeling and vibe and that fix. Then yeah, I think you'd like it. And you'd like to own it. I mean, obviously don't get the most expensive part. Like, don't get like some deluxe version. Just start off with, like, you know, it's already a huge game. So it's the biggest map ever made. So just start off with, like, the cheapest version you can get. Get that. And I won't lie, it took me a little time to get used to get into it. And the characters are really dull. That's what multiplayer is for. But you don't need multiplayer. Like, they have no character to their character. But still, it's a really great stealth strategy-like game. Like, tactical stealth game. Really great. I loved it. I got addicted to it. Like, I never thought I would. Because I couldn't get into it. And then something happened. I just kept playing, and I was like, alright, I'll try to keep going. It was overwhelming, too. That was another reason. There was so much to do that it was overwhelming. I just didn't want to get started because I didn't know where to begin. I think, though, it's worth it, though, because, like, I still haven't finished everything in that game. And also, it's one of the games I've actually bought DLC for and shit. And, like, it's, you know, they're still adding stuff to it. It has the Sam Fisher mission, as shitty as it is. It's still cool. Shout out to him. And it has the Predator one, my favorite one, the, like, reason I got the game. And, you know, for free, too. And, like, all this stuff. And, like, collecting stuff like gun parts and things like that to get your gun is... And, oh, I don't know. It just became great once I got into it. So I think it's worth it. I think it was really underrated when it came out. I'll play it. I'll play it. Yeah, just, you can get some idea. But I won't lie, because I beat the game, it's like Metal Gear still, where it's just kind of like grinding for stuff. That's about it. I can do like New Game Plus, but it's, you know, again, you can do that in Metal Gear. It's just like replaying the thing. And the only thing that kept me playing the most was the tier 1 mode, which makes the enemies actually harder once you beat the game and you're just leveling up as you, it's like another whole leveling system, and it makes the enemies harder. I'll play it. Yeah, hold on. I don't know what to show you in it. I mean, you've seen, that was when I first started streaming. You've seen, like, I don't know what you've seen in it. You've seen in, like, quite a bit of what it is. So, I would say if it's a good price, decent price, if it's, you know, it's like on sale or something, especially if you have like multiplayer, then yeah, it's worth getting. I wouldn't have gotten it at like full price or anything. And the thing about it is, in the beginning, another reason people didn't like it is because it was kind of not the best thing. And then Ubisoft kept updating it and updating it. And, you know, they stuck with it. They didn't just like throw it out there unfinished until people actually started to like it. So good on Ubisoft. Yeah, I've been so tempted though to get the DLC for it. I'm just waiting for it to be on sale. That's it. Like, because it's $15 and there's a DLC I want. It's called can't remember what it's called, Ghost something, but you know, it's like a separate story. So I'm just waiting for that to be on sale because I'm not paying $15. And you know what else is cool? If you have an Ubisoft account, you can get some of the DLC for free by completing parts of the game and earning points and shit like that. And the loot boxes will also be, well, technically free because you earned the tokens to unlock them or whatever. So that's why the loot boxes in it and everything, I don't have a problem with. Because you don't have to pay for them. You can work towards them. Which I did. And I got a lot of cool shit. Obviously some of them, you know, the bigger ones you would have to kind of pay for, but... See, I think they did the whole system there right. I'll put it in though, so... I'll be right back.